Oh yeah, it's Wednesday, y'all, and I'm a little late, but better late than never. You know what I'm talking about? I, Jay Lava, scour the internet, so I have to. And on this Wednesday, I got a bunch of public service announcements. I got some real talk. So stick and stay tuned right here on the Keep It P podcast because we about to go straight on in. So let me get these commercials out the way and I'll be right back. Oh, giggity. Here we go, baby. I wasn't gonna give y'all much. Matter of fact, since I ain't got no notifications, I'm gonna let this commercial run real quick and then I'll be right back.
My name is Cedric Blackman, and I'm a contributor of Abolish, the Slave Patrol, a documentary that will crack open the door on a hidden truth about our present. It's a truth about the roots of something too many of us take for granted: American policing. We like to believe our systems evolved organically, but Abolish, the Slave Patrol, exposes a chilling reality. It shines a light on the dark history of slave patrols and those brutal armed groups formed centuries ago to enforce slavery and control foundational Black Americans. Their legacy isn't buried in the past. It's woven into the very fabric of our modern police forces, the way officers interact with Black people, and the patterns of racial profiling and discrimination with tragic instances of violence. They all echo with the ghosts of the Slave Patrol.
Oh yeah, so we back. You know what it is. Um this is sad, man. Some people be like, man, we all brothers and sisters. We all gotta come together, man. We all this, that, and the third. But it's hard to come together with people who think like this. So what you see on your screen that says he could only afford to bleach his face. Black self-hatred. Shout out to, but check this out, man. This is sad, man.
The man faced what if.
Tell me that. Yo, it's a work, man. How are you now, my guy? Where are you?
In the car, man.
Sorry, right, alone.
It's there.
Buckler.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, do it so that. In a real life.
In a real life.
Say respect, we support them people up there.
Yeah, man. Just tune in. I see it.
Yes, yeah, God, man.
The man
Man. So that brings me to this other story. Oh yeah, I got a one for y'all, man. That right there is serious. Um, man, that's serious. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and play this one for you too, man, because sheesh, you think that was something? Think that was something? Hold on real quick. I got a couple of them queued up here. Hold on real fast. Here, matter of fact, I guess y'all can actually see what I'm seeing. I had this other one queued up too. Hold on, let me see where it went. Cause Shorty was fouled. Shorty was nah, I hope I didn't lose it because that was a good one. And that happened to me last week, and I ain't finna. That's happened this week. It's just not gonna happen. Dang, I don't even. Yeah, man, I had a good one where she was pouring. She was pouring. Hold on, let me I never because I remember what it say. Who ain't with me, man? Put something in the chat and I'll talk back. Hold on. Here you go. Boom. Hold on, y'all. This right here. This right here, man. This right here, man. This right here, man. This right here. It says skin bleaching. I ain't gotta say no more. It says this is absolutely sad and pitiful. Just imagine some black people do not like their skin color and they take steps to bleach their skin. Self-hate. This takes the place. Expression in Caribbean, especially in the Caribbean and Nigeria. Check this out, y'all. I scour the internet. Look at this. Have you ever seen? With the band, you see. Hey, I was just tapping in with man. This at. Imagine what kind of is on Shorty. You know what I'm saying? For her to run her skin off. Look at that. And that's rubbing just rubbing it off. I think that's darn near taking off a couple layers of your skin just to do that. And when you go on, you gonna fry and bake because they got no melanin. Gosh, that's goofy, man. Oh, just wait, y'all. I saved the best for last. The best for last. I just got a couple of these little trying to make this one. Listen, these are the same people that claim that that in the third, right? But listen to this exchange right now. Let me know what you think about
it. Folks always stealing something. You always. I'm not black. You the thing you black. You look different than you guys from here. You different from me. Oh yeah, we do. How? What you mean?
Now, guess what? He laughing like it's something. Yeah, you know what, bro? What we don't do is flee from our countries and come somewhere else and infiltrate and try to tell the people that's from the soil what they can and can't do, what they should and shouldn't be doing. We don't kowtow and suck up to and revel in whiteness like y'all do. White is white, right to you. So yeah, we don't see white people the same. You know, don't indulge in the cool like y'all do. But there's
so you better. I'm not saying we better, but we do different.
You can't say you better. That you better not had fixed your lips to talk about you better, because you automatically stop yourself from being better when you fled your homeland and came over here.
Stuff like what? Give me an example. Different stuff. We African, we do different stuff. Give me an example. Listen. Like y'all eat rabbits and we eat pigs. Yeah, hold on. When Obama win, the black folks started dancing. You know what I told them? I said, no, it's not your win. It's African who win.
See what he already said? It's not black people who and it was a win. They felt like it was a win because Obama was just like them. He didn't care about black people like that. Just like he don't. He said it himself from him. That's why I go on record all the time saying Obama's in poop, and I voted for him twice. So can't nobody say nothing. I was bamboozled. I didn't know better. I was just starting to actually get it's been kind of woke, but I didn't know to what games they was playing in the political system to keep us all stuck. EI putting tethers in higher position to make us think that we got a place at the table because somebody looks like us. But clearly, as you see, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Just because they look like you, got the same color as you, might even have the same history. They don't consider yourself your folks. And see people, I'm not talking in all absolutes, because I know cool ass Jamaican, Caribbean that know about the FBA struggle and down with it and don't get into separate. But one thing y'all don't do as a group is that's right. Y'all might be down when your people be getting to talk. Don't check that. In fact, you by Kaka and keep doing. But
you better. Oh, so you celebrate? Of course. But why they can't celebrate? This Jesse Johnson win. He never gonna able to win. Jesse Johnson did win. You said. You said we was dancing when Obama won. No, listen. You're act right. Let me.
So what does that mean? Oh, y'all supremacy, y'all rustle feathers with the white people. Y'all gonna make the white people mad. Y'all don't act right. Y'all need to just, ain't no racism. Y'all just need to put your head down and work hard. I work hard. Well, why don't you work hard over there and you don't get that fixed? Work so hard. So miss me with that. I work hard. Miss me when I came to work, and you could have did that in your homeland. But yet still, y'all got Asians and Australians over there and over there taking good high off the hog and all. That's what you're talking
about. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, this doesn't win. The African Americans and Americans act right. No, and you do. Dude, that's Obama over there. You're racist. I'm not.
Yeah.
But that's the reality. I'm telling you. You're racist. You just like the white people. No, I'm not white. I'm African. No, you're like the white people. No, I'm African. I'm African. Wait, you won't go get it? No, I ain't gonna wait.
So, let me showing y'all this is don't stop being fooled, man. When you have an inclination that somebody's being funny at the job or in the office, you might want to consider if they Caribbean or African or something, because they might harbor some hatred or some vitriol underlining that this is the kind of thing that they sit around the table and talk about. Us as black people, my parents didn't teach me to hate. They didn't. You don't go mess with American. You ain't no good. We thought we was all brothers and sisters because we was all black. That's why we fought in the civil rights movement to get y'all over here, because they wasn't bringing y'all over here in mass before we fought for it. So in all actuality, these y'all owe us, and y'all totally disrespectful and ungrateful. Moving right along, was keeping up with the with I thought this was funny. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. If y'all don't know who that is, you better find out. But it says we hear this in every Twitter space, and this says things white people say to let you know that they're low-key racist. This one was funny because I've heard all of these. Like you put up a finger for everyone heard.
Tell me something that white people say to let you know that they're low-key racist.
All lives matter. I don't see color. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, red, green, or purple. I have 3 black friends. My best friend is black. My sister married a black guy and they have 2 beautiful mixed babies. Mixed? Yeah. There are 2 types of black people. You're so well-spoken and articulate. They have BET, all black colleges, and Black History Month. They. It's not the system, it's the culture. Dance music and fatherless homes. Race has nothing to do with it. Look at O.J. Simpson and look at Bill Cosby. America can't be racist. We had Barack Obama as president. You need to stop pushing and perpetuating victim mindsets. Here we go, another snowflake white savior. Allies really just hate their own kind. He should have complied. Just don't commit crimes. Name one racist law in 2023. Police brutality, what about the black on black crime? Chicago. Black people just need to get off the Democratic plantation. Talking about race. It's not racism, it's classism.
Tell me.
Those are the quintessential I ain't racist pack. I got black friends pack. I just want y'all to go over that. See, I scour the internet so that you don't have to. Moving right along. I don't never want to hear nothing about what no single black mother do. I don't want to hear it. Because you know what single black mothers ain't finna do? They ain't finna push they shorty across the border with a note on his chest all the way out in the middle of the desert. That's what they not do. But check this little boy out, man. This is actually kind of sad, man. But I mean, shout out to Torian Rain. I feel nothing because it's not him. It's on his little goofy parents. Who I mean, that's the kind of people you won't know over here. Like people that's willing to just send they she off like that. Like I could not imagine sending. I got girls, but boy, I wouldn't care if it was a dinosaur. I'm not sending my little baby out like that. But hold on.
Basically instructions on where he wants to go.
¿Ese es tu padre? ¿Sí? So he's got a cell phone, address. Looks like Louisiana. That's where he's supposed to go to.
So he got a thing, a language. Hold on. The thing. You took out the time and got a perfect little hole punch right there. So you literally went to Kinko's, the Kinko's fam, and got a letter laminated and stuck it around your shorty's neck with a pretty nice book bag too, by the way. That book bag don't. Matter of fact, shorty looks super duper clean. Got money and credit cards on him too. How was they so sure that he was gonna get to Louisiana? Black mothers would never do nothing like that, man. Matter of fact, dude, I mean, we give white parents a lot of flack on this channel. I mean, short of killing their kids, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'd rather for them to leave them abandoned in the desert like this than just outright murdering them. But there's more. Hold on.
¿Tú viniste solo?
¿Y tú, señora, desde Honduras o de...?
¿No te has lastimado? ¿Tienes frío? ¿Sí tienes frío?
We just met a woman who is pregnant from Honduras. She was actually about to cross the river where she just found this little boy who was abandoned by himself, unaccompanied minor. You can see he's wearing this little tag on around his neck. It actually has an address here in the United States. But it's actually quite common of the unaccompanied minors being left. But this woman said she couldn't leave him alone, but she was pregnant. So we're seeing this here in real time. You're also seeing just what Border Patrol and Texas DPS are going through here in the Rio Grande Valley sector.
That little boy was out there in the desert. That little boy, do you see it's nothing around for miles? Do you see that? Do you see that?
In the Rio Grande Valley sector.
¿Ah?
¿Me puede ayudar?
¿Qué pasó?
Es que un grupo de personas y me dejaron botar y no sé dónde están.
No sabes dónde están. ¿Te dejaron solo?
Pues claro, me dejaron botar.
¿Te dejaron solo botado?
Solo.
¿No vienes con mami o con papi o con alguien?
¿Ah?
¿Vienes con tu mamá o tu papá?
Nadie.
All of these kids that you see here behind me are unaccompanied little children. They vary from different ages. These are probably all the youngest that we have currently in custody. And these kids cross by themselves. They know that we're releasing them. They know that right now there's nothing stopping them. We're not going to deport them back to their country, so they keep coming in droves. Right now, these kids, we're starting to see younger and younger kids being brought over by their sponsors, by relatives, by grandparents, whoever it is in the family that is actually asking for these kids and paying the fees to smuggle these kids into the country.
If y'all got all this, I don't understand why y'all can't pull that together and get it straight. I don't know whose bright idea did was to let the shorties go out like this. I don't care what nationality, where you come from. I just don't know who says that this is right or can condone this in any way. I mean, that is a child, man. Like, what are we talking about here? Sheesh. What's up, Mom? You in here with me keeping it P? I ain't even see your thing. All right, man. That's one. We get into the good ones. Now, this one sets up the next one. But I thought this was important because this is going on a lot. Again, I probably answer that you don't have to. But British actors playing Black Americans in film, the crap needs to stop. I didn't go see Harriet Tubman because Cynthia was in it. I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't see Martin Luther King. I ain't even see James Brown. I'm not seeing these tether-driven movies, dude. You're not finna just disrespect my peoples like that. Like when Denzel did Malcolm X, best movie in the world, hands down. That's like one of my all-time favorite movies. It's Malcolm X. I don't care what you're saying. There's not really a movie better than that. The only movies that comes is the Django and Birth of a Nation. And Django first because he walked away with the black girl at the end after killing all the white people who wronged him. That's great. And then Birth of a Nation because they rose up and they got at him, and it was a little boy that told and spoiled the whole thing because he was scared. Anyway, this is just like that. They're trying to keep putting these people in here to represent our people, so that way when they give a messed up depiction of who we are. And also, this is also a way to kind of tether them in there, because future generations, when they go back to see these movies, they're gonna be like, but he African though. And no, he was not African. But Van been coming with some heat. Shout out to Van, dude from TMZ, and shout out to the company, the real Ya. Check this out.
One thing that is very important to me, and it doesn't really have anything to do so much with acting, it has something to do with identity. To me, it is the birthright of a Black American to have played Harriet Tubman.
That's right.
It is the birthright of a Black American to have played Fred Hampton.
That's right.
It is the birthright of a Black American to me to play Whitney Houston.
That's right.
Because the things that are specific to us here and the challenges that we've had to overcome.
That's right.
To me, they indicate that our experiences, the performers that are here, that are closer to those experiences, that they're able to play them out on screen. Doesn't mean that they have to, but if you ask me this question, it seems as if increasingly when these biopics are coming out, they're choosing people from across the pond to play us. And that's a commentary on Black Americans who all too often are seen as the lowest bottom of the barrel, most criticized people that can be in the world.
Hey, Cuz podcast be going off. I've been watching him and I've been listening. Hold on. It said real history, order link in the bio, and it got FBA flight there. Hold on. What did? Is that on his joint? What? Nah. Hold on. What? Oh, okay.
To me,
Okay, somebody's playing this clip. Okay, I like how they put that together. Shout out to the company. Let me go ahead and give him like that. All right, y'all. Last but not least, man. And we gonna let it ride out with, because this is something I feel strong about here at Keep It P Podcast. You know how they give them little disclaimers like the views and opinions expressed is not necessarily the views of this state. Well, the view opinions expressed is the exact sentiment to how I want to say it and how I think it needs to be said. And yeah, let me give the floor. If y'all don't know who this is Dr. Umar. And let me say this too. I don't care what he got with the school. I don't care about none of that. It's going to message, because there ain't no perfect messengers. It's only perfect messages. You see, the message is perfect. I don't expect him to be perfect. He's just a man. Just like me. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting up here acting like I'm when I, try to inform y'all or bring stuff to the table as if, I'm big eye little you. No. It's just a message that I feel compelled to give to you guys. I've been called to do so. But I agree with this, though. He's talking about Eminem. It says Dr. Umar Johnson addresses his recent Eminem comments on the Joe Budden podcast. And matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull up a little bit of that so y'all can see what he's talking about. Umar on the Joe Budden podcast. Hold on real quick. Umar Johnson. Hold on real quick, y'all. Y'all. Hold on. Because I know he got them clips on his joint. Because he was giving it to him, and rightfully so. Because they was all sitting up there soft shoeing. Straight soft shoeing. Let me see. Joe and Umar. All right, hold on real quick. Kanye West, he talking about our podcast worth $5. Umar was spot on about the churches. As you know, full interview. Diddy financial exploration note talks about Kobe and his wife. Boom.
Ask your question.
Here go a couple of them. All right, hold on.
They're white privilege.
All right, hold up. So I'm gonna say a couple. I'm gonna let Umar say what he got to say on his own. Hold on. It's a couple of these clips. So I'm going to start with this one first.
Kobe Bryant. Let me ask you Kobe Bryant. Let me ask you a question. Kobe Bryant. I want to ask you a question. Kobe Bryant died. Vanessa inherited his wealth. And guess what? Is Vanessa Bryant using any of that black man's money to do any good? Absolutely fucking not.
We don't know.
I
don't know.
I'm telling you.
I don't know. Soft shoeing.
How you know? You know?
But
wait.
She's a public
Can I ask you a question?
She just
You don't know
You
that.
didn't see that initiative.
You don't know
I do know. I do know. And I'm telling you now.
Let me ask you a
Vanessa
question.
Bryant just started an initiative with 3 predominantly white colleges. Some sort of a sports initiative with Kobe's money and Kobe's name. See you.
Let me ask you a question.
With a black man's money. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. He died from taking a COVID shot. Is his white widow using any of Marvelous Marvin Hagler's fortune to help black folks?
You're being unfair.
I'm being unfair how?
No, let me tell you why.
Expecting white women to use black money to help black people?
No.
How is that unfair?
Because the same way you naming these people, we can name mad black wives that got black money from their husbands. That shit to help black people. Stop. It's my goal. No, it's not. We own.
And you know what the difference is?
You're wrong.
You know what the difference is?
You're wrong. You're wrong.
If I marry a white woman, when I die, my wealth goes to the very people who have robbed everything from my community.
It's not true.
Boom. So speaking of that, you bootlicking coon-defied. Listen, man. Y'all love Eminem out there. I can't even as good as he can. Hold on. I can't say it as good as he can. I cannot do it. I'm not even gonna try. Listen to this. Go and play it. We gonna play a lot of this.
Live tonight. I want to address the Neanderthal. I'm going tonight. I want to address the Neanderthal. When I talk black to the who's talking for the past to the Neanderthal nation. You have been cyber stalking me for 48 hours, and I don't mind. You can continue as long as you want, because I don't occasion is to the contrary. What I mean to say, and I stand on everything I say, 10 toes down. But let me say this to the Caucasian community. Listen now. When I look at your anger, when I look at your rage, when I look at the responses from America's Caucasian community over this issue of Eminem being the GOAT of hip hop, and let me say this, I have nothing personal against Eminem.
That's right.
My comments on the Joe Budden podcast had nothing to do with Mr. Marshall Mathers personally, and I want Mr. Marshall to understand that Dr. Umar Ifatunde harbors no personal ill will towards you. This is not personal. This is business.
What? Say it again.
This is not personal. This is business.
Could you say it one more time?
Eminem, I want you to hear me, young man. This is not personal. This is business.
There you go.
You are a talented musician, lyricist, producer.
Yep.
You seem like you are an okay guy.
I swear.
You've never done nothing to me, and you've never done anything that I personally witnessed to be worthy of condemnation. So my comments are not personal. They apply to any non-African. This is about business, the business of protecting the integrity of African culture.
Let's stop right there. So, I done been in so many hip hop groups and this, that, and the third. And, they always get a little dumbass list with Eminem somewhere in the top 5. And I'm like, top 5 of what? Like, really, when you think about what the essence of hip hop is and rap, no matter what it didn't evolve now today, because now it's got a bunch of tethers in it and they didn't took it all the way somewhere else. And we must thank the tethers for ruining hip hop. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that too, for sure. Because a lot of ratchet tethers that came in the game, Uncle Luke and so forth. But anyway, nobody has anything against Eminem. Eminem is, like he said, a cool dude, all that, blah blah. But there is no possible way in a freezing cold hell that he could be the GOAT of anything rap. Rap it's about story of oppression. You can't be an oppressor and rap about black people's oppression. That's why he never did it. That's why he talked about popping Vicodins and killing his baby mom and slapping his mom. And he is black culture, dude. But wait a minute. I'm gonna let Omar tear a hole in y'all ass.
I said my comments on the Joe Budden podcast was about business, not personal. The business of protecting the sacredness, authenticity, and integrity of African culture. I said that no non-African can ever be the best of anything in African culture.
That's right.
You can't be the best cook of African food.
Can't be.
You can't be the best rapper of African hip hop.
You cannot.
You can't be the best singer. You can't be the best priest of African culture. Nothing we create can a non-African be the best.
Did you hear what he said? Because it don't. Because dude, and this is for you, dude. This is for you that got the urge to jump in my comment section and take up for Eminem. This for you. Tell me when they gonna put a black dude. When is they gonna recognize a black animator? Tell me when. They did by force, but they made Tiger Woods made himself the top of golf. But guess what they tried to do? Take him down every chance they get. Every chance they get, take him down. Couldn't wait to put McElroy on the damn video game. But anyway, there's more.
First of all, it makes absolutely no sense at all.
Don't.
I don't even see how an African can come to that a non-African can be the best at anything when we are the oldest people. We are the first people.
Dang.
And we are the most numerous people. So when you say a non-African is better at X, Y, and Z than a member of the race, you're saying that this person can do this better than 2 billion Africans. Or you're saying not only can they do it better than 2 billion Africans on the planet, you're saying they can do it better than all of the billions of Africans that have ever walked the planet Earth. You know, and I know that that is absolutely ridiculous.
Now, see, I like the way he put that. Because these dudes, man, y'all just hating, man, because he's a white boy. No, he can't be that because he's a white boy. It's for the very reason why you think niggas is hating. That's disqualification. You know what that is? That's a lot of fear. That's because they feel like Becky gonna see the comments and not give them no white cooch no more.
You know, and I know that that is absolutely ridiculous. You know, like I know that absolutely, and from a cultural integrity perspective. From a cultural integrity perspective, this is not about Mr. Marshall Mathers.
It ain't.
I don't have nothing personal against that man. But from a cultural integrity perspective, haven't they stolen enough from us?
Come on now.
Haven't they appropriated enough from us?
Come on now. And that's why we ain't got nothing. Because you little ignorant little Negroes always trying to get you know he the goat now. And that go for Tether 50 Cent too. I like 50 Cent's business acumen. But he be caping because Eminem put him on loyalty, rightfully so. You know, M came and got a nigga fresh out the hood. Okay, I get it. But even he should have some. Damn, do loyalty go that far that you can't have integrity in the game that y'all both in, and you not put him at the top, fam? He know damn 50 Cent can rap better than Eminem, fam. Royce the 5'9" is 53 times better than Eminem. The game killed Eminem. I give it to Nick Cannon before I give it to Eminem. You don't understand, do you? There's more.
Haven't they robbed, steal, killed, enslaved, lynched, miseducated, mass incarcerated, politically dominated us enough that you mean to tell me that after 404 years, you got black people running around playing defense attorney and cheerleader for white folks? You got black people running around after 404 years playing defense attorney. The fact that people arguing, man, to be considered the greatest of all time in an African art form speaks to how psychologically ill we are as a race of people. After we have been through in this country, black men running around playing defense attorney for white folks. advocating for Mathers. Nothing against Eminem personally.
Nothing.
For a black person to go out of their way to fight for any white person considered the greatest of all time in an art form that should be sacred to our community, our culture, our people is absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But let me address the Caucasian community.
Go ahead.
Because I've been called racist probably 1,000 times today, and I don't mind. Absolutely do not mind. After 1,000 years of direct interaction,
We get too good. When you be getting good on them, start the skipping and the blipping and the blopping and the.
With Caucasians, there's a few things we do know. One thing we know about you is you're not honest about anything if it jeopardizes your power and control of other groups.
Uh-oh. So basically what you're saying, Umar, is they know they lying that Eminem's the GOAT because they even know white. What's dude? There's another. What was it? Jack Harlow? Jack Harlow can rap better than him, in my opinion. Jack Harlow's doper than Eminem. Shit, I'll take Yellow Wolf. Yellow Wolf was cold. Y'all can stop it. Give me some more, Umar.
Let me say that one more time. I'm talking to all you Caucasians who saw fit to have a temper tantrum on my line. I'm talking to all you Caucasians who saw fit to flood my inbox. I'm talking to all you Caucasians.
I wanted to address.
Hold up, and this is another.
Trafficked as they care about Eminem being caught. They have no business exploiting black culture, but we don't see that same energy for giving black people.
What?
We don't see that same energy for justice for black people.
What?
We don't see that same energy with making sure African people get their fair share of a country that our ancestors built with their bare hands.
See, Dr. I'm trying to slip that African share. I know you're African and all of that, bro. But you're doing that on purpose, you see. And Umar is a Caribbean, y'all. Tether too. Let's not forget. Umar is a tether. But when you're right, you're right. And when you're wrong, you're wrong. Yeah, when you're wrong about all of this. So but all the other stuff, you're on point.
See, if they were cared as much about police brutality as they care about Eminem being called the GOAT, if they cared as much about police brutality against black people as they care about Eminem being called the GOAT,
say it one more time.
If they cared as much about mass incarceration reform as they care about Eminem being called the GOAT, cared as much for black women being sexually trafficked as they care about Eminem being called the GOAT, would have solved a lot of our problems by now. Calling some race the greatest purveyor in the history of humanity. When your people are great purveyors of racism in the history of humanity, I feel critical. Brothers, as I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, 13th annual one. I'm not Google from racism. In the pool, because y'all cats always tell us we're not welcome. Did you forget we had to fight for our children to go to schools? Out. Did you forget we had to fight in order to work in the armed forces because y'all kept us out? Did you fight to live in the suburbs because y'all kept us out? We had to fight to take public transportation because y'all kept us out. We had to fight to go to the supermarket or the movie theater, go swimming in a pool because y'all kept us out. And you mean to tell me an African has even considered the greatest of all in any aspect of our cultural expression? Now you got an attitude. So So if I'm a racist for saying that, which I cannot be because implies the ability to franchise group of people have that ability. See, y'all love to call black people racist. It's a dish away from your racism. Y'all love to us race because it's who the rich are. We never hung nobody from no trees.
Never.
We never intentionally miseducated your children.
Never.
Call us racist. This victim. You have to always play the victim so nobody realizes you're the perpetrator. You always play victim so nobody realizes you're the perpetrator. To always play victim so nobody realizes that you're the perpetrator. I see how this game goes. This said in a being called when your grandparents and even today when you discriminate against, when you redline us into ghettos and when you redline us from bands, keep us out of jobs to white folks who are lesser qualified. Are you not a racist? A bunch of damn hypocrites.
That's right. Yeah, I had to go off with that this Wednesday because it's going down out here and Umar is not playing with y'all. You know, when you're right, you're right. It is, you know, and that's just what it is. I don't feel about it, but it's I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm a mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And you know I got 4 words real quick there, player partner. I need you to go ahead and give me subscribe for the vibe, for the spike in the algorithms. Go ahead and comment about getting black empowerment everywhere. Please do that on the platforms that we own, Jones. And just to bring it on home, I have love. Well, let me look you square in your retinas, boy. What up, cuz? How you feeling? How you feeling, cuz? I got love. I got peace. I got my aloha. And I'm out the Doha for sure.